PJ Crowley is a former U.S. State Department spokesman who resigned after publicly condemning the detention conditions of Bradley Manning, and he joins us live now from Newton, Massachusetts. Mr. Crowley, thank you very much for making it on the show. Now, you've previously equated the charge of aiding the enemy to the military's bullying. What do you now make of the fact that he's not been found guilty of that particular charge?
I think the judge made the right decision in the case. It's a charge that I think the government did not have to bring. In a military justice system, what's important here is sustaining good order and discipline. Bradley Manning was charged and, in fact, admitted to conveying this information, and in doing so, he violated his responsibility as a soldier in a war zone, and that carries with it very significant consequences. Yeah, but I think the aiding of the enemy charge, I think, was prosecutorial excess and potentially would have established a dangerous precedent that would have interfered with the ability of journalists, for example, to cover activities of the United States government and candidly report on them and have the kind of conversations with government officials that are necessary to help the American people and others understand U.S. policy and U.S. actions.
When you resigned from the administration, you said, quote, you had lost confidence and trust in the White House. Now, given the Manning case, the Snowden case, and the Assange cases, do you think the White House and the military will now undergo some sort of self-reflection?
Well, this is an unprecedented case. Obviously, the United States and other governments deal with leaks all the time. The United States has dealt with them since the founding of our republic. By the same token, what we saw here is that technology enables someone like Julian Assange, someone like Edward Snowden, to bring information from a classified setting to the public sphere. But it's important to understand that Bradley Manning did significant damage. Among other things, he put the lives of real people and the careers of real people at risk. These were individuals who had perhaps talked to soldiers in a war zone, or diplomats or activists who talked to U.S. diplomats around the world so that the American administration could understand what's happening in the world and have a perspective. And in doing so, particularly in autocratic societies, they put these people's lives at risk, and in some cases, they still remain at risk. So there are those, perhaps like Julian Assange, who suggest that there was no real damage here. Real lives were affected by what Bradley Manning did.
Mr. Crowley, thank you so much for your insight. PJ Crowley there, former U.S. State Department spokesman.